Sup y'all, it's Ald, and today I'll be doing the Great Club Run Day 1. It's good to be back, boys. Good to be back. Big Unga Bunga hours. So, this is a very interesting colossal weapon. Not particularly amazing. I would say it's above average, though. Let's get right into the build discussion. Alright, the Great Club is a colossal weapon, like I said before. It scales primarily with strength, a little bit of faith. It used to scale only with strength and have physical damage way back in the day, but they added some extra holy damage for free and a bit of faith scaling, which will be relevant later. Does strike damage, obviously, big Unga Bunga strike stick. And the unique thing about this weapon is that it has very fast R2 attacks. They are shared with the Blood Fiend's arm from the DLC, which, by the way, 100% outclasses this weapon. We'll talk about that later. But essentially, there is an overhead R2 swing that's about a second from zero charge to fully charged, where you just strike overhead. You could follow up too, but it's usually better to just break off and wait for another opportunity to attack. It's not as fast as Starfist and Iron Ball for that reason, but it is very, very viable, and that is indeed the best way to build this weapon for most of the game. So, very, very useful. There is one wrinkle, though, in that it has a skill you cannot remove called Golden Land. So Golden Land, essentially, you swing your weapon at the ground, which is a melee hitbox. There's a Holy Explosion, which is obviously holy damage. And then a bunch of holy projectiles appear and just shoot at enemies. Essentially the same attack that the Erdtree avatar uses. So this is somewhat viable because you do have hyper armor during the first part where you're causing the explosion, but it's still very slow, so I would not recommend building around this skill full time. One great thing about the skill, though, is that it uses a ton of hitboxes, which means it really messes up NPCs. NPC fights tend to get devastated with this. So definitely I would consider this skill as a NPC killing specialty, not something to build around normally, although you can if you really want to. Just be prepared to trade a lot, take a bunch of hits, and heal up. Not really my style, but if you want to try, by all means, it does do a decent amount of damage. By the way, skill's only attack rating and faith stat. But here is a big problem. I guess there are two big problems with this weapon. The first big problem is that it's the worst combination here. Cannot be infused and only uses regular smithing stones. That is the worst of both worlds. So, not infused means you can't get like a heavy infusion, buff the physical damage up the wazoo. And not using smithing stone or regular smithing stones are used instead of somber smithing stones, that means you can't get a max level weapon immediately. You have to wait a very long time to get a fully upgraded weapon. So usually this combination is lethal. However, an interesting quirk of this weapon is that it can be buffed. So normally non-infusable weapons cannot be buffed, but this one can, and that is very interesting because it already has some holy damage built in. So we'll talk about that and the implication of that in a second. Basically, this weapon suffers from an identity crisis a bit because you're being pulled in two directions. The first direction is the strength charged R2 route. The second direction is the faith Golden Land route. In my personal opinion, I would recommend going strength first because don't forget there are 4 bosses in the base game that have 80% holy resistance. Fortisax, Malekith, Radagon, Elden Beast. That means for those bosses, the Golden Land build falls apart. So to guarantee a successful full game, I would recommend going strength first. Also, we're going to be two-handing, by the way, so the strength is extra helpful because of the two-handing modifier. That means you can kill those bosses with ease, those 80% bosses. And then for excess points, put them into faith. That will get you ready nicely for the DLC and for the buff that we'll talk about in a second. So that is the best way we're going to be using this weapon. And that's the route you'll see me do in the run. Strength first, charge heavies, transition into a little bit of faith for more Golden Land, especially during NPC battles. And that's basically it. I would say this weapon's above average, not too great, but it's definitely not bad, and it is viable. I would just say it's an above average, comfy-ish colossal weapon. So because this weapon can be buffed, it's very important to pick the right buff, and that one is Order's Blade. So Order's Blade is an incantation. It gives you 0.75 times your incantation scaling, which is a value on your seal. And that's a lot of holy damage, by the way. If you have high faith and a good seal, that is a ton of holy damage. So it's like 300 up to 500. Very, very, very good, dudes. Last 90 seconds as well. Some extra benefits for undead enemies, but you know, straightforward stuff right there. By the way, the seal we're going to be using is Tree Seal, which is the best seal in the game for the max amount of faith. There are thresholds where other seals are better, but I'm just going to stick to this one basically for the whole game because I don't want to upgrade multiple seals. And this one upgrades with Somber, which means I don't have to spend a million runes getting upgrades for both Great Club and my seal, because the Somber stuff is basically free. But yes, we want to use Order's Blade with this weapon. And why is that? The way split damage works in this game is there's flat damage mitigation for every type. So if you're hitting somebody with physical and holy, for example, there's flat mitigation for physical and flat mitigation for holy that you're going up against. That is the same for every damage type. So if I introduce a third damage type like lightning, I'll have a third flat mitigation I have to deal with. So instead of dealing with that, I'm just going to add more holy damage because I already have holy damage, so I'm already dealing with that physical damage mitigation. So if I put Order's Blade on, I don't have any more mitigation. If I put on Electrify Armament, for example, I do have to deal with the lightning mitigation, so it's actually much worse overall. Although I might still use Electrify Armament in cases where the bosses have 80% holy resistance for obvious reasons, but everybody else, though, stick with Order's Blade because you don't have to run up against that mitigation problem, okay? Very, very useful. Also, obviously, this is going to be a faith-based run, at least at the end game, so I will be using some faith-based buffs as well because that's just how you play faith builds. Flame Grammy Strength is the first one, kind of a meme. 20 physical, 20 fire damage, 5 stamina recovery speed. Only lasts 30 seconds, though, base. That is hilarious. But it's technically free pre-buff, so why not, right? Golden Vow, much better. 15% damage, 10% damage negation for 80 seconds. That's actually a manageable length. Very, very good. These stack, by the way, Flame Grammy Strength and Golden Vow, because they're different buff types. So these three buffs are going to be the basis of my faith ordeal here. And besides that, I'm going to be Unga Bungaing with the R2s on the Great Club. So that's going to be the entire build. As for talismans, obviously Axe Talisman increases charge attack damage by 10%. That's going to be the charged R2s. Two-handed Sword Talisman enhances attacks with two-handed weapons by 50%. That's every attack on the Great Club when you're two-handing except for Golden Land, but that's okay. Still a really good talisman. Ritual Sword Talisman raises attack power by 10% when HP is at max. Well, that's okay. It's just min-max damage-wise. If you don't like that, though, feel free to do, like, a mitigation talisman right here. And Old Lord's Talisman boosts spell duration by 30%. So that changes Golden Vow to 104 seconds, Flame Grammy Strength at 39. And I'm not 100% if it actually works on weapon buffs, but I think it does. Hey guys, this is all from the future, and I did the testing. Indeed, Old Lord's Talisman does work with Order's Blade, so very nice. And in that case, this duration will become 117 seconds. So, obviously, Old Lord's Talisman is going to be doing a lot of work here, so it deserves a spot in the build. As for tiers, you have three options. Opaline, which gives you 15% damage negation for 3 minutes. Spiked Crack tier, which improves charge attack damage by 15% for 3 minutes. Holy Shrouding Crack tier, which boosts 20% holy attacks for 3 minutes. Obviously, the high DPS combo is Spiked Crack tier, Holy Shrouding Crack tier, but if you're not comfortable with that, run Opaline. I think I'm going to do Spiked and Holy for the most part, though. I'm going to run Iron Set as well, because it looks kind of Unga Bunga-ish. Obviously, the most Unga Bunga is no armor, but not doing that today, boys. Sorry. Maybe for the large club run. Who knows? As for starting class, I picked Prophet, but as you're gonna see, it might have been better to go with like Vagabond or something. But Prophet's pretty nice because it minimizes Dexterity and Arcane, which are dead stats. I thought Intelligence was a dead stat, but you actually do need 13 for Order's Blade, so I instead ran Godric's Rune and got 8 Intelligence, so it's still okay to run Prophet, obviously, but you might find Vagabond better for that reason. And yeah, that's it. Like I said before, Great Club, fairly average weapon, but definitely viable if you know how to use it to its strengths, okay? Very, very nice. Alright, let's get back into the run. Now, I actually do not have a character in mind for this. I'm going to call him Unga Bunga, by the way, naturally, because we're bonking people. I don't have a customized character in mind. I might think of one in day 2, but for now, I'm just going to stick to that. For keepsake, it doesn't really matter. I'll just do Golden Seed to minimum. Actually, you know, Stone Sword might be good. Stone Sword might be good because we have to spend a lot of Stone Swords on stuff. Yeah, I'll go Stone Sword. I'll go Stone Sword for sure. Very nice, very nice. Also, this is an all Remembrance run, so we're going to kill all 26 Remembrance bosses, including Bayle. You guys know this, though, if you've been around the channel for a while. This is a new game run with a Smithing Stone start, though, so I will warn you right now that most of day 1 is going to be collecting stuff, okay? Day 1 typically tends to be a collectathon where we're doing new game and regular Smithing Stone weapons. So I do apologize in advance for that. If that's not your thing, that's fine. Day 2 will be more action-packed. We will be killing probably Godric and Rynalla today, though. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But yeah, there's like golden seeds to collect, bell bearings to get for the smithing stones. There's a lot of stuff to do, okay, dudes? So there we go. I'm gonna be running around collecting stuff, getting some cheap and easy levels, so on. Boop, 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 boo. I'll make sure my audio is good right now as well. Let's see. Do I have to redo that entire intro? It's happened before, boys. Okay, it looks like it's fine. By the way, I am doing a little bit of a different recording process on the YouTube side of things, so if you notice, that's why, although it should be identical to my previous process visually. Okay, let's talk to White Mask here.
Of course, unfortunately, you are fake. Luckily, are you familiar? You may also that. It will leave even if.
Boom, boom, boom. Is he good now? Yep. So like I said, we're going to be collecting a ton of stuff today, but I will be trying to kill a couple remembrances at the very least. The highlights for today are going to be the stone sword fight we're going to have to do to get this great club. We're probably going to grab the Erdtree seal today too, so we have our seal and club ready. I should have mentioned as well, I picked Erdtree also because it requires smithing stones or sombers to upgrade. And that makes it less of a rune burden compared to smithing stones. Because I already have to buy a bunch of smithing stones for the Great Club. So if I do that again for the seal, that's a lot of runes, dudes. That is a lot of runes. Whereas for the Erdtree seal, because it's sombers, most of them are free. Now, I will admit, it's been almost a month now since I've done a new game run. My last couple runs have been New Game Plus, so I don't remember exactly where every somber is. Somber 4 in particular is a problem for me. Also, we gotta grab the root resins that are here. Explain that later. Is 2 gonna be enough? I think so, but I want to make sure, so I'm gonna go grab the other one. Here's one other node somewhere. So today we're going to grab Great Club, grab Erdtree Seal most likely, grab all the spells that we're going to need. Probably Electrify Armament as well, just for those 80% bosses that are holy resistant. Grab most of the golden seeds, most of the smithing stones, and then we'll move forward from there. All within 3 hours, hopefully. Let's talk to Melina.
Have they, sir? But you, I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot.
I will take my new waifu. Thank you very much.
It will sound torrent. Treat him with.
Of course, I will treat Torn with the utmost of respect. Okay. First things first, go to the first step. Very important. I actually did not look at how much strength you need to get and use Great Club, but because we're two-handing it, it's not going to be a big deal anyway, so whatever. I'll look it up before I get the big level, though. Alright. Jump down here. Spirit Spring will keep you safe. You see that wind aura around you, that means you're fine. Boom. Gold Pickled Foulfoot. So we're going to use that shortly. Very nice. Hey, at least because the weapon's infusible, we don't have to worry about any of the infusion stuff, I guess. That's one silver lining if you want to think about it that way. I'm not even going to use the Golden Vow Ash of War at all, even though you guys probably should at the start when you don't have the actual spell yet. I'm just going to skip that step, but just to save some extra time. It's not going to be that important for, like, what? Godric? Renal, the troll? Like, who cares, right? I might regret that later, to be honest. But, we'll see. We'll see, boys. Definitely grab this stone sword. We're going to need it. Maybe we should grab it. You know what? I'm a bit of a pansy, dudes. I'm going to grab it. You don't need to, but now that I think about it, if that troll hits me, like, twice, I think I die. So, Golden Vow might push that over to 3 hits. I don't know. Call me a puss if you want, dudes. That's fine by me. Okay. This dude's really easy to kill. Let's see how we mess it up this time, though. Spam impaling. Boom, GG. Good. Oh, Godric's Night Greaves. Wow, dude, that's pretty cool. We're going to be getting our endgame armor really early in the run, though, so we don't have to worry too much about that right now. Very nice. I forget if there's anything up there that's worthwhile. I should probably check. I also forgot to mention I will be doing Alexander's questline for Shard of Alexander just for NPC battles because the NPCs get really cooked by this weapon. The Ash of War in particular, so definitely worth investing in that for the annoying NPC fights, especially the one at the end of the DLC. This should also be a 3-day adventure, I think. But we'll see. Because day 1's collecting, day 2's finishing the base game, day 3's DLC, typically for these Smithing Stone new game runs, in my experience. Until we start getting the really bad weapons later. I think it might finally be time, unfortunately, to do a Great Bow run after this. And that's going to be a lot longer than 3 days, boys. That's going to be much, much longer. Great Bows really flip the meta on its head, though, because some of the most annoying fights, like Bayle, become fairly straightforward, actually, with a Great Bow. And then other fights that are normally easy are like Mesmer. Mesmer's not easy, but if you know his moves, it's fairly straightforward. But fighting him with a Great Bow is like, oh my goodness, like Radon and stuff like that. Ugh. We'll see, though. I'm not going to lock that in right now. Alrighty. Nice. A little bit risky, but it's okay. We're going to kill Kenneth Haidt as well for his Golden Seed, because especially since we didn't start with one, we're going to need his support there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Grab the first cookbook in case we somehow, some way need it. Alright, let's go kill Kenneth Haidt. Does he aggro in 1 hit or 2? I don't remember. It's been a while since I beat up on this dude. The great Kenneth Haidt? Okay, it's 2. Oh.
Tarnished. I am Kenneth Haidt, and I have seen quite enough.
Come on now, Chud. Yeah, get your bows out, dude. You got this. You got this, dude. Okay, my guy, I'm stuck, Keck. Alright. I'm not risking it. I'm not gonna plunge over the edge, boys. We'll reset and fight him. Fine by me. There we go. Not reset, but save quit, you know? Yo, Kenneth. You ain't getting no buffs out, dude. Okay, well, there you go. He did like a long combo on me. Oh, we traded. I forgot this spear has the double R2. Kind of cool. It still has that roll catching potential. Boggers. Ooh, he read me there. Boom! Right in the head. That was unironically like the hardest Kenneth Haidt fight I've had in a while. That's funny. Okie doke. The Third Church of America, very nice. Boom, Sacred Tear. Awesome, awesome. Flask of Physic. Very good. At this point, we take a small break and go to Dragon Barrow. Kind of sketchy, I know, but should be relatively safe if we do things correctly. We're just here to grab a golden seed, essentially. Go right here. I do like this route across the bridge, but in New Game it's pretty sketchy, so I wouldn't recommend it. Also, we're going to need to collect Sombers anyways, which requires going through the other route, so we'll just stop here. Grab this Grace in case I decide to kill anybody over here. Okay, time to get our first set of good physique tiers. Very, very nice. Do your best to not aggro the bears, my friends. Extremely dangerous if you do that. The rune bears, that is. So right here, boom, spike cracked here. We will be using that immediately. I guess we could use a green spell as well as like a stopgap until we get the other ones. Not talking to Blythe. Actually, no, we do have to talk to him, right? Because is the charge talisman in here? I do not remember. I feel like that's correct, though. Boom, there we go. Axe Talisman. Very nice. Actually, we won't even use that right now because we got to use the other one first. Or do we have to? I wonder, actually. Do we have to use Source Heal this run? Huh. The dexterity is wasted, but I think everything else is still good. So yeah, I probably should still use that at the beginning. We'll also be swapping out Gold Scarab, but if you've seen any of the other runs, you already know that's the case. Not a big deal there. I should have mentioned as well that the heavy attack for the Great Club should do, I think, 47 stance damage if it's fully charged. So, extremely, extremely good. If you ran the poised tier that lasts 3 seconds, you could do literally over... I think it'd be like over 60 damage, right? Over 60 poise damage in a single hit, which will 2-hit Radon, basically. He'll stagger in 2 hits with that. If you get 2 fully charged on him with the poised tier. Because he has 120 poise, so doing over 60, you will literally break his poise at 2 charged. Kind of hard to pull that off, though, so wouldn't recommend it. I would just take the 47 and be happy with it, to be honest. Also, I did forget to go get some other stuff, so we're going to go back and do that. We need to get the blood grease formula downstairs. Because we're going to need that to kill the big dragon for early runes. Frick yeah. Just saves up grinding. We don't have to do that, but it saves up a lot of grinding on the stream, so I don't have to grind. Which nobody really wants to see, so... Oh, there are a lot of dudes in there. A little bit weird. There we go. Bing. Very nice. Let's grab the blood roses here. Is this 6 here? 5, okay. I can get more if needed. but we'll see if that's actually necessary or not. It is time to move on to Weeping Peninsula, but first we can go grab our crafting kit, because I always tend to forget until later, so let's go ahead and do that.
This way, tarnished. May I have a word?
We gotta talk to Ronnie, right? She also sleeps my merchant, so we literally have to. Okay, Ronnie. I like how she calls herself Rena here.
I was instructed by torrents.
Oh boy, spirit calling bell. Frick yeah.
I doubt we shall. How long will it be for the time?
Sorry about sleepy time there, my friend.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am Carly.
Purchase the crafting kit. Very nice. Okay. Let's go grab the infusion thing after all, I guess. We have our golden bout early. Just to make sure the troll doesn't kill us. Which would be funny. I mean, he shouldn't, but I have seen stranger things happen in this game. So, let's just neutralize that possibility, boys. There we go. I should do a stomp skill soon. That'd be pretty fun, I think. Anything to avoid doing the great bow run, I say. I think my first Elden Ring run on the main channel, though, is going to be a ranged weapon. I'm not going to spoil what it is. If you're a long-time observer, though, I have said it before on stream, but...
You will just thank you. I was pushed and I ended up in...
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. I'll tell you that much. Thank you, Bach. It is not going to be fun, boys. But we'll get through it together when the time comes. I couldn't grab the other smithing stone, that's fine. I can probably do a roundabout with him, though. Let's see. There's a somber one for our seal later. Where you at, buddy? Oh, he lost interest. Okay. Good. Very good. Another smithing one. Very good. We gotta go up that hill now to get our other gold pickled foul foot. Theoretically, once we get the kill on the dragon, we can go straight to get the Great Club if we want. We probably should. I don't want to take all day to get the Great Club weapon, actually. So if I can get it done like an hour, hour and a half, that would be pretty nice. For sure. Okay. A couple things to get on this bridge: a smithing stone and a stone sword key. Very, very nice. Great. We're doing really good so far. We're gonna keep Irina there for later. I think one of these is a smithing, but we also need to go grab boom, Morning Star. That's what we're gonna use to kill. I guess yeah, there we go. Smithing Stone and Golden Rune. We're gonna use that to kill the dragon because we don't have Samurai or the other class that has Bleed that I don't remember. If you're min-maxing, you can grab a turtle shield up there. I'm not going to though because it looks funny. Literally, that's it. No high and mighty reason or anything. This merchant sells our armor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and collect all that right now. Actually, do I even have enough runes for that? I don't know. We'll see though, boys. We'll see. Maybe not, actually. We might have to kill Dragon first. Oh no, we got it. We got it. Boom. We're gonna grab these smithing stones as well. Very handy. We're gonna grab a couple stone swords later, or I might be able to skip those. I don't know. We shall see though, boys. Grab this map, because why not? It's on the way. Boom. Easy breezy. Alright, Golem down. Excellent. Up here is one of the sacred tiers, so it's very important to go grab that. Awesome, awesome. I think it's time to go to Caelid at this point. Yeah, actually no, we gotta go over here first. We gotta go to the northwest sector. Let's see, we need 2 stone swords to get the Grey Club. We need 2 more to get Alexander later. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab a lot of stone swords, I guess. I thought there was a place we needed 1. We don't need to grab the Smithing 7 at Volcano Manor this time. Because we can get at a later 7, it doesn't matter. There's not as much urgency to get a maxed out seal versus a maxed out main weapon. So there's 4 in total. I thought you need a 5th though. I don't know why that is. A 5th weapon. Or 5th key. I don't know. We might also need more endurance to use this armor with the Great Club, but obviously we'll move forward as necessary in that regard. I didn't do the actual calculation, so we'll have to see how much endurance we do invest in. But if I can't use the Great Club immediately, I'll just go naked, honestly. Ooh, there's a blood grease there. I forgot about that. Very good. I'll just stay naked until I get the endurance that I need, and we'll power that up immediately, essentially. That'll be the plan. Hey, Scary, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a few days, but I got a lot done, so very happy that I Took some days off. We're gonna have to probably come back to this merchant though, because I don't have enough runes to get his stuff, so I'll just go grab the grace for him and then come back once we kill Dragon, which will be in like 10 minutes from now, maybe less. The 4th Church of America, just grab this, Sacred Tear, boom, we already have 3, which is really, really good for the early game. Good indeed. First thing I hear is you talking about going naked. Yeah. My weapon might be too big for me to actually roll effectively, so might have to go naked for a little bit, but not for long, hopefully. Millennia will cook me 5 ways from Sunday if I fight her naked. Okay. Onward to Caelid. Actually, maybe if you use like Dragon Crest and with Golden Vow and then the tier that gives you mitigation, maybe you could be fine as naked. I don't know though. Once all that stuff wears off, you're cooked. You'll still have Dragon Crest, but the other 2 wearing off, a big yikes. You're gonna get absolutely smoked. Okay. Also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but we're not going to be using Sacred Charm because the highest holy damage you have will correlate with your highest faith level, which will be at the end game for me, and that is also when the penalty is the highest. The increased damage taken is horrible for the DLC, so... The talisman is strongest at the same time it is the weakest, which means it's not really a clear-cut boost. It's not like Kari and Slicer Magic Scorpion Charm where you use that immediately you're popping off. You have to wait for that seed to mature, and by the time it does, you're already like taking huge damage from DLC bosses. So not really something I would recommend, but definitely an option if you want to go literal max DPS and nothing else. For sure. Okay, let's not get aggroed by murderous dogs, and we'll be fine. If we do, I gotta have the fastest safe quit in the West. Oh, that dog's in a bad spot. Dog's in a really bad spot, making me a little bit nervous. Oh, you turned around. Good. Where is it? Is this the golden 6 right here? Yep. Augers. All right, Dragon Barrow. Nice, nice, nice. We can't kill that yet, and even if it did, it has a high chance of killing us. So let's not even bother, boys. I've never died to one of those before, and I'm not gonna start today. I'm gonna die to other things before that. That's for frickin' sure. So there's our Somber 9, a free rune arc. We could use one right now if we want to just get a little bit more HP. I guess that's wise. Then we use a second and third for Godric's Rune and Radahn's Rune, respectively. Although, now, yeah, we definitely should go to Radahn's later. This build only scales off Strength and Faith, and barely off of Faith, so... It's not like a multi-scaling weapon, so Godric's loses a ton of value late game. So we're gonna need 2 more Rune Arcs, which is fine. We can just buy them if necessary. Very good. Let's equip Morningstar now. We can't use it with our attributes. We can actually, because we have two-handed bonus, so we're fine. Excellent. So mostly everybody knows about this trick already, but in case you don't, I'll just show you. Oh, we gotta talk to good old Melina. We can do a round table right now, that's fine. We can get our Golden Vow Asher War Dagger out of the way. Might help us a little bit when grabbing Radagons. Fine by me. Okay. While we're here, let's quick go Blood Grease. We're going to make more Blood Grease as well, as many as we can make. That will be more than enough. 6 is definitely fantastic. Purchase a dagger. We always choose dagger for Golden Vow because it is the lightest weapon in the game that can have it.
You're no match allowed. You're...
Do not need strength and armament. Definitely don't waste smithing stones on that. Boom. Sacred Dagger, Golden Vow. Very nice. Now, let's go back. There is a way to kill this dragon here early on to get you a ton of runes. I'll show that right here. You can get more if you get the Gold Scarab, but I prefer to just kill him quickly, so I don't go for that, but definitely want a gold pickled Foulfoot for him. Go here, 200 your weapon if necessary, Blood Grease, and just go to town, dudes. Go to town on his ankle. Morningstar is great because it already has blood buildup, so putting more blood buildup on top of more blood buildup gets you the most amount of blood buildup. Also hits really fast, so really good for this purpose. Obviously, if you are a samurai, just use Uchigatana. Super easy. Blood deals like 10, I think it does like 15% damage to this guy. So, really nice. That means in about 7 bleeds, you get him killed. We're about to hit bleed number 3. Boom. So we got 4 more to go. The dragons should not be able to get here in time. That's never happened. They've never even come close, so you should be relatively safe. When Blood Grease wears off, reapply, and just repeat until he's dead. Do not use Gold Pickled Foulfoot until he's about to die or he's in a death animation, otherwise it might wear off, and that'd be terrible. Boom. 2 more. Alright, 1 more and we're good. I'll just reapply blood grease right now. Boom. Switch to gold pickle Foulfoot. Get ready to put it on. You can probably put it on right now and be fine, but I like to wait till the animation actually starts because it's super long, so you have plenty of time. There we go. Use Foulfoot, and you're good to go, boys. Very, very nice. That gives you a little under 100k runes. Very nice to work with. Now, give me a second, actually, as I look at the Great Club requirements. 35 strength, so I'm going to need at least, for two-handing, 23 or 24. Let's take care of that first. The rest will be vigor. At least 20 vigor. 25 would be even better, I think. We want to get faith to 25, though, so we can use all our buffs. I believe that's the max, right? Let's see. Yeah, Golden Vow's 25. Yeah. I forgot you actually need intelligence for Sacred, or Order's Blade as well, but that's fine. You could use, like, cheesy methods to get that. Like Godric's Rune and stuff. Excellent. 25 vigor. Now we go into this next area, okay? Golden Vow beforehand because it can be a little bit dangerous. You know, if I kept track of the int requirement on Order's Blade, it might have been better, honestly, to go Vagabond, I think. Not 100%, though. That's really bad RNG, by the way. Getting almost poisoned, that's like the worst that could happen. Luckily did not get actual poison, though. Boom, Deathless Medallion. Very nice. But Prophet's still good, because it starts with a Finger Seal. And the other stats are definitely worthwhile. Oh, not there, Keck. That would have been funny. Very nice. Cool. Come down here, save quit around the corner, and that will reset aggro. You're good to pick up the Source Seal. Very, very nice. At this point, we're going to move on to Liurnia of the Lakes and start collecting there, but maybe I should honestly go and grab the weapon at this point. Not too sure, honestly. Nah, Liurnia will be fine, I think. Because we get more healing flasks too, which we might need. We're gonna fight him with a base Morningstar, by the way, not with not with upgrades, I don't think, boys. Oh, actually, we should go hit up the other merchants. Yeah. We should hit up the other merchants. We'll go ahead and hit up the torch one in a sec. Let's grab these runes, though. Min-max to use them on your horse, because you're riding. Well, you don't mess it up, that is. Kick. There we go. Boom. Now I'm wondering if it is worth keeping Godric's Rune, because I can save 5 levels by just not specking intelligence besides just doing it one time to get to 8. So it might actually be worthwhile to not do Radahn's Rune this run, but we'll see, I suppose. 5 levels is a lot for a new game run. I guess it could be a lot for New Game Plus as well if you have like a multi-scaling weapon, but for this one too, yeah. 100%. That's all of them, right? Yep. All of the runes for now, at least. I guess I'll also just kill Loretta using the glitch strat, because it's super, super easy, and like, why not, right? That's even more free runes. Actually, for that, it might be min-maxed to wait for the gold scarab, because it's not much runes, but extra 2,000 more, but that's still pretty nice, dudes. That's still pretty nice. Uh-oh. Be careful. Don't want to aggro my nemesis. I don't know why the lobster was so far up there, but if he aggroes, we're in serious danger of dying. Okay. I thought there was something important on the night on this hill, too, but that might have been a different run I'm confusing with. There's a knight above the Karian study hall that you can kill, and he drops something useful, but I don't remember what that is. It might have been just a dumb seal or something. Obviously, if we need it, then I'll go ahead and get it. But that's on a need-to-know basis. Okay, did I grab the golden seed? Yeah, I did. Poggers. Poggers, poggers. We have 6, by the way. Zoned out there for a second, sorry. If we really tried hard, we can probably kill the Erdtree avatar for the Holy Shrouding tier right now, but why risk it, right? We don't need that for a while, so I'll just leave it be. I think I'll leave a timestamp in the description of when I get the Great Club, just so people don't have to wonder how long it takes to get it, because there is a lot of collecting in new game runs for sure. I could, of course, just not collect any of the golden seeds and just try to go low flask, but that's like really risky. I'm nowhere near skilled enough to do something like that. Just casually and still maintain like a deathless run, like, nah. I don't think this run's gonna be deathless, but I like to at least try to make it the case until it isn't. Doing something like that, skipping all the flasks, would run completely counter to that philosophy, so yeah. I might stop upgrading them fully though, like plus 12 is not necessary. You could probably get away with plus 8 even, if you really wanted to. And without, like, serious repercussion at all, to be honest, dudes. Wait, that's over here. Boom. We should probably go grab the Halleck tree piece too before I forget, which means we are gonna fight what's his face there, but that's okay. Actually, is that okay? He's kind of annoying. It probably is okay with like 10 health flasks, so yeah, that's what's up. Oh, actually, we could wait until White Mask, right? Nah, I mean, I don't know. Nah, let's just do it right now. Because waiting for him will require, like, a long time, and then you have to skip out on the free Somber 2 that's here. So not really the best idea. I forget, is this a smithing stone here or not? It is, okay. Well, I'll take a freebie. For darn sure, dudes. For darn sure. There is a risky way up this mountain, but I'm probably not good enough to try it. I've done it before, but it's really, really risky. It's basically up this rock right here. Is it even that risky? I don't know. Probably, right? Boom, boom. There we go, we got it. There's our Somber 2. The Somber 3 is next to the Homeless Man in the Ghetto Hogwarts. I don't remember where 4 is, honestly. 5 is from Volcano Manor. 6 is from killing Magnus, the Beast Claw. 7 is... I'm going to grab mine in the Lake of Rod, I think, but usually it's in Volcano Manor. And then 8 and 9, we already know where that is. And then 10's in Vogue's Mausoleum. So it's just 4. I don't remember where 4 is, boys. Oh, actually, there is one in Caelid, right? There is one in Caelid. Maybe I should just snag that one. Yeah. I'll just go and snag that one, just so I don't forget. I believe there's one in the swamp next to the shack. What's his name? Freaking Millicent's Protector or whatever. Starts with a G, I think.
Please, no.
Please, no. We'll leave the blood grease on because we might need it for Stone Troll.
Oh, please leave me be.
That's gonna be a goofy fight, dude. Holy.
Oh, I will finish. The curse, I beg you. You must keep...
Thank you. Alright. Let's take care of that right now, boys. Let's take care of that right now. Because that'll mean our Ur-Tree seal can get almost maxed immediately, which is extremely, extremely good. For later. Right? In fact, I should probably just hold on it until we get Order's Blade going, but... like, with the actual upgrade, we'll just sit on the stones in our inventory. But when we do... it is like 300-ish holy damage by the end of the game. If you have, like, no faith, like 25 faith or something with Ur-Tree Seal, it's about, on average, 300. Yeah, that sounds about right. If you have max faith, then it's even better. It's, like, way better, like 400 plus. Maybe even 500 extra holy damage, I don't know. It's a lot of holy damage, though. You definitely want to do that. If you're running a non-infusible weapon that also is upgraded with regular smithing stones, the bare minimum you can do is buff the weapon. Definitely should do that, dudes. Definitely. And again, it should be holy damage because you're already eating the flat mitigation from that because the weapon by itself has holy damage on it, so you're not adding more flat mitigation by using Order's Blade. If you use Electrify Armament, you're adding a new damage type, and therefore you're going to have even more flat mitigation. Not so for Order's Blade. No. We're also gonna grab Radon's freaking grace here as well. Or which body has the stones? Is it this one right here? Boom, there we go. Somber stone for poggers, dudes. So all the stones are accounted for. Once we get to the Lake of Rot in Estelle's area, we will be able to pretty much max out the weapon. If you are impatient for whatever reason, we get the volcano one instead too, but whatever. I should say seal too, not weapon. The weapon is not going to be maxed out till like gods can do, Keck. But the seal will be maxed, which is kind of funny. Boom, golden seed, frick yeah. Okay. Easy peasy. So, let's proceed onward with our collectathon. Sorry again, guys. I know if you're new to the channel, this is how all the new game runs are at the start in like day one, because there's mass collectathon. That's why I prefer the New Game Plus runs, honestly. I don't want to do everything in New Game Plus, though, because that is against the spirit of the game, technically, right? Like, you can get this weapon before killing any Remembrance bosses, so it will be the maximal challenge to do that instead of going to New Game Plus, right? So as comfy as New Game Plus runs is, it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to make everything a New Game Plus run, even though it is very nice not having to collect everything. This is like, if you're starting out the game and you want to use this weapon from start to finish, this is what you do, right? That's the idea here. With the DLC weapons, you can't start the game with them, so naturally it makes sense to do a New Game Plus run here. This is the biggest gravesite, by the way. A lot of runes, so definitely pick up everything. You're basically not in any danger either, unless you're doing like a no-hit run or something. You might get clipped by one very slow-moving projectile, but that's okay. Like, boom, get hit right here. Or not even, like, even get away. Wow. That is funny. Boom. Poggers. We could probably do the Crystallian Cave here, because we need to anyways. But I'll just save that for the Great Club. We can go grab the Grace, though, if we really want to. We need to do the Crystallian stuff, because we need to upgrade our weapon. And we're not going to have enough +2s to do that, I think. So very, very handy. Let's see how many we have right now, actually. Oh, maybe, actually. We might be able to. Nah, we can't get 7. Unfortunately. Okay, so the grace for that is over here. Let me go grab that real quick. I think there might even be a Somber 4 over here, which would be really funny. Or maybe it's a Somber 3 by the chair dude here. I'm curious, what is this? Yeah, Somber 3, okay. Well, heck, we didn't even have to go to the magic homeless guy this time. Frig yeah. Frig yeah, dudes. I almost died in my freaking all bosses run to one of those mausoleums, by the way. It was hilarious. The shooty one, like, shoots a bunch of projectiles. In fact, I would say it was luck that I didn't die, but, you know. You know how it goes, boys. We could kill this Crystallian right now, and it wouldn't be that hard, honestly, but may as well fight him with the Unga Bunga Great Club, because why not, right? Same reason I'm not killing Loretta Ghost version right now. We may as well kill as many bosses as we can with the Great Club. We are going to have to kill the troll, though, with this weapon, which is going to be hilarious. I'm going to try it at 0 upgrade level, but that might be like a humongous mistake. We'll see. It'll be really funny, though. It'll be really funny for sure. I don't even know if he bleeds. Obviously, normal trolls bleed, but the stone version, I'm not too sure. We're going to find out in real time, though, boys. We're definitely going to find out. That is a crazy bot name, dude. Disaffected Cannibal Ho. W for the name, but still gotta be banned. Sorry. Alright, so we go down here, and then we're done with the collectathon, basically, for Liurnia. There's still some stuff to do with the Loretta stuff. There's a golden seed over there as well, but we'll do that when we have the Great Club. The big question is, do I go straight over to the troll and fight him? Not too sure. I kind of do want to just get that over with, but we'll see. We'll see for sure, boys. Also, let's put on Radagons at this point. Again, everything will be useful here with the exception of dexterity. The increased damage taken is worth it until you reach a certain vigor threshold. I forget what that is, but we are not we're not hitting it yet, so that is fine. And also the increased endurance will help me use the Great Club with more armor, so I'll have more mitigation anyway, so totally fine by me. There is a Smithing Stone 5 here that'll help load or lighten our rune load later. Sit down to reset aggro, and then it is time to move on to Altus Plateau. I am heavily considering not going for the Church of Inhibition anymore, because I have to go all the way over there. I have to kill Vike, which can be annoying, and sometimes even dangerous. And all that to upgrade a flask from plus 11 to plus 12 when there's DR on the bonuses. It seems really bad, dudes, honestly. It just seems really, really bad, but who knows? Maybe I'll experiment with that this time. That's pretty much the only church that's like really, really far out of the way anyways, so not too keen on doing that. Grab this golden seed over here. Warp it back. And we're going to cross the bridge and head over to Altus Plateau so we can finally go grab our weapon. Just as a disclaimer, if I'm ever in danger of dying on the troll, I am going to save quit and upgrade my weapon. So, shouldn't really happen unless you spam stomp over and over again, but And I mean over and over and over again, like literally just spamming it. So we'll see what happens. I think my record on trolls is like 7 stomps, yeah. You saw me 7 times in a row, I'm not even kidding. Alternating the feed, of course, but yeah, 7 stomps in a row. That's why you gotta be careful when you hit them. If you hit them at the wrong time, like during their downtime or they're not stuck in an animation, they have a very high chance of instantly retaliating with a stomp, and it's super hard to dodge. It's in fact undodgeable with certain slow weapons. Like, if you hit when they're idle with a slow weapon and then they start the stomp, you cannot dodge it. You will get hit 100% of the time. Ooh, I hit that tree there. It's kind of why slow weapons can be kind of rank on them sometimes, but it ain't too bad. That troll in particular has a lot of, like, long attack combos, so it's not really a huge deal. How many golden seeds do we have now? We have 9, Keck. I'm gonna let it accumulate to 10, then we're gonna use them all for fun. For no reason. Just because it's funny. Okie doke. Altus Plateau. We're gonna need the grace over here because we have to come back for the ritual sword talisman later. We could probably kill the demi-human queen right now, but again, trying to maximize boss kills with the great club. Just like a little unofficial rule there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go straight for the Grey Club. I'm gonna grab a couple things on the way there, but besides that, I'll just be going straight for it. Very nice. Here's our 10th golden seed. Woo! 10 golden seeds. Let's go. Look at that glorious 10, dudes. I don't know how many flasks it's going to give me, but it'll be a lot, boys. It'll be a lot for sure. I'll grab this sacred tier as well. We're going to go a little bit ahead, grab a grace, and we're going to turn around, actually, and then start heading towards the troll cave. This church is a great source of blood roses. In case you want a lot of blood greases, go to this church. There's obviously the one in Liurnia as well, where, of course, Var is. And then the early game options, what I took was Fort Height. They're all farmable, I believe. But if you want, like, mass amounts, the latter two, or the former two, I should say, are really good. Okay, down this ravine actually is where we need to go. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and head over there. Before I do that, though, let me take care of my flask situation right now. Let's see how many flasks we have now. We have 4 right now combined. Okay, I think we have 9 now, which is pretty awesome. Let's use our sacred tiers. It's a lot of wiggle room for this troll. He can't really combo you that much either. He has like a couple combos and that's it. Otherwise, it's very easy, so. Let's also get rid of our FP flask for now. We will have one available later, but maybe even two, but for now, just need 9. Augers. So let's go here. Let's go collect our Great Club, boys. Let's go collect our Great Club. I need to go to the restroom, kind of, too. That would be annoying to have to save and quit in the middle of the fight to do that, but if I do, then that's okay, boys. I think you can go left, but I'm going to go right just for safety. There's like a drop down there, but you're also getting shot at, so it's a little bit weird. I'll just go the super safe path. I forgot, we also have heal, so we do have a lot of healing options. Gold Prophet Star, right? I'm not using Catch Flame, though, because that's, like, technically against the spirit of the run to use, like, offensive spells for any time. So if you go down this way and stick to the left, there will be a cave that you can open with 2 stone swords. That is the goal, okay? Maybe I should go to the restroom right when I get to the... Yeah, I should go to the restroom, boys. Let me go sit down in the Grayson here, and then I'm gonna go to the restroom. Take care of that real quick. This guy might hit you, that's okay. Not really a big deal, honestly. He did not this time, that's what's up. Alright, sorry about the interruption, boys, but I need to go to the restroom stat, so I will be right back, and then we're gonna go take care of this troll chud. Yeah. Boggers. Okay, be right back. Alright, sorry about that, boys. Nature calls. Okay. Oof. I'm glad I took care of that, though, because I definitely was not going to last the entirety of the fight that we're about to do. Oh, I don't have a freaking torch. That kind of sucks. I kind of want to go get that, but it's fine. We don't need it for this. It's actually a fairly straightforward cave, because you go down here, jump here, go left, and then you're done. Actually. These guys are in an annoying spot, though, but I guess we could just, like, gung-ho it. Go right here, save, quit, and boom. Easy peasy. Alright, this fight's funny. Basically, just stay behind him, then you'll learn the sword patterns. There's not really a bunch I can say, besides just do it. So, let's go, boys. I think you can cause these barrels to explode too, but not really going to be a part of my strategy here. We actually do more damage than I thought we would. That's actually really good news. Ooh, he can bleed. Okay. Interesting. See how fast the stomp is. Carefully you start stomping, just take it slow. Take it slow, boys. But there's also a glitchy after hit bonks. That's normal to all trolls, though, so can't really be too mad at that. He should do his long combo soon. There we go. Boom. Boom. He's gonna turn around in a second. I wouldn't attack him during this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that still hit me. You see how glitchy the hitbox can be on that? Super weird. Ooh, good bleed. There he's doing it again. Wow, that's funny. Boom, boom. Oh, hit me in the air when it's not supposed to. It's kind of glitchy, but that's fine. She doesn't do a lot of damage, the aftershock part. Oh, we staggered him. Wow. That is surprising, actually. Boom. GG, dudes. Fairly straightforward, as you can see. Even with the glitchy hitboxes. And we get our prize, the Great Club. Very, very nice. Now, as you can imagine, boom, we're already fat rolling. Okay. So we're going to have to fix that by upping our endurance, but Great Club, fun weapon. It's always fun to Unga Bunga people for sure. Not the best weapon in the game. I wouldn't even say it's great, but it is above average and definitely viable for sure. It has the unique R2s. Here are these. Boom. You see how fast it is? About a second between starting and ending, which is really good for a colossal weapon heavy. Tell you what, dudes. There is a follow-up attack too, but that one's a little bit longer. So what I would typically do is just hold down the R2 and then just roll away. Very rare when you could follow up on the whole combo, but really, really good, boys. Alright, let's collect the Exodia pieces, dudes. Let's collect all the Exodia pieces. So we have no stone swords, right? Oh, we actually have 2 more, okay. We might be fine on stone swords then. But what we definitely want to do is pick up the smithing stones, and then, not this, grab the lantern. Don't need the lantern, but it's for you guys, so you don't have to see pixelation like crazy when I'm in a freaking cave. There we go. Let's go back to Kaelin now. Can we kill the Rot duo right now? I'm not too sure, actually. Probably should hold on that, but we can go to Fort Gale and get Flame Grant Me Strength. I think Turtle Pope sells Golden Vow as well, if I'm not mistaken. I do not remember. This is the wrong way to go, actually. Let's do things the right way so I don't get killed by wild animals. Also, you see there's a little bit of a problem where I can't really use my weapon on horseback effectively, but that's okay. I can't really think of a horse fight we're going to be doing this run. Oh, Fire Giant. Yeah, Fire Giant. But that's kind of like a special case, right? And we will have enough strength for that when the time comes. We can get some easy runes if we want by killing all the dudes in Dragon Barrow. Might be worth doing. The dragon on the bridge is not, because he can one-shot you if you're unlucky, but the Erdtree Avatar, the Knight's Cav, those guys, even the Blackblade Kindred, definitely worthwhile if we want some runes. I think I want my Vigor to be at like 40 before I do that, though, if we do that. So come over here around the back. There's going to be 2 Flame Chariots. Between them is Flame Grant Me Strength, which is not hugely important in this run because it does give a lot of damage, but it's damage that only lasts 30 seconds, so kind of bad, to be honest. It's a lot better if you're doing like a flame-based like incantation build or stuff like that, but yeah, not really a huge deal otherwise. Let's see. Let's go to Ray Lucaria Crystal Tunnel now and kill the Crystallian there, which will be laughably easy. We can stagger him so fast with this weapon. We'll take a couple hits, but that's fine. The goal of this excursion is to get some additional upgrades because we get the Bell Bearing here. A bit of a long cave, though, but that's fine. For sure. You can loot some smithing stones on the way here, but I don't really care too much about that, so it's fine. Big bonk. Big bonk energy. Oh, yeah, here's the roll attack, too. Low range, but really fast, so always viable. Gonna pinch. Can grab this, I guess. Don't linger in here for long, because the puppets will murder you, so definitely, unless you're going for, like, is it the Cross Naginata that's in here? There's, like, a weapon that's in here. I will grab all these stones, though. Woo. That guy initiated his worst attack. That's funny. Alright. Very nice. Some more Sombras here. We can blood grease this as well, but I'm going to be done using blood grease because we don't need it anymore. I guess we didn't need it for the troll here, but it made things a lot faster. Unga Bunga, dude. Let's do a backstab here and then do a big hit. This weapon does do strike damage. I didn't really mention that at the beginning, but I hope that's self-explanatory that a giant club like this would do strike damage. Surely I don't need to explain that, boys. Ooh, no damage. Frick yeah. There we go. Smithing Stone Bell Bearing. That means we can upgrade our weapon. Before I do that, though, I'm going to upgrade here, and the reason for that is we're about to fight an NPC in Round Table, so I want to crush him as easily as possible. So let's upgrade the Great Club a couple times. Boom, boom. There we go. Now let's go fight this chud. Encha. Maybe I'll get fancy and use the Ash of War on him. That'd be kind of fun. Boom! There we go. Very nice. Oh, he got stuck, chud. He perfectly delayed himself. It is fun, like, seeing the lasers hit him, though. You see, you do have hyper armor during the animation, which is kind of cool. I guess I should have mentioned that, because it's not self-explanatory, but... it is reasonably useful. I just wouldn't build entirely around that Ash of War. It's just too slow. You're going to get hit a bunch. It will definitely find its uses, though, in this run, for sure. For sure, boys. Let's get the bell bearing unlocked as well. Now, we need 12 of each, so... for smithing 1s, we already did 6, so we just need 2 more. For smithing 2, we need 3 more. There we go. Poggers, poggers. We can upgrade our weapon even more if we want. Maybe we do right now. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, we only need 6 smithing stone 3s. That's awesome. I think 8 will be enough to kill the duo in Caelid, though, so we should go ahead and do that right now. Or at least attempt to. I think we can. I think we can. It might be a little bit scuffed, though. Might be a tad bit scuffed. We do have Scarlet Boluses, though, so that's fine. If you want to try hard, we can get a +12 weapon instead before fighting him, but I think 8 will be plenty. For sure. So I'm going to go grab the Gold Scarab right now, which, in case you don't know, is technically the best talisman in the game, because you can get its benefits without needing to fight with the talisman on, which is very, very unique. Did we aggro the dog? I don't know. You basically swap to it after boss fights and get the full benefit without needing to fight the boss with it, which makes it really, really good and min-max to always use it, basically. The only reason I don't use it is for, like, special challenges. Like, in the all bosses run, I didn't use it because I already was killing every boss, so the extra runes were pretty overkill. Okay. Kind of bad RNG on that. We had a geyser interruption right here. We do have boluses, though, so that's fine. Where are they? There they are. I should probably quick select these two, just in case. Because I can get grabbed in the duo fight, and that would be annoying. I'd have to save quid, basically, and then use a bolus right after. I'm going to risk it for the... Actually, I don't even have to. I was going to say, I'm going to use a flask, but don't need to because I have heal. Okay. I'm definitely not used to profit or using base heal, so that's a nice luxury to have, boys. Holy, okay, that's bad. That was extremely bad RNG, holy frick. My character didn't jump as high as he normally did, so that's really obnoxious, actually. But poison's not a big deal, especially since it deals percentage-based damage mostly, and as you can see, I have, like, no health. So, yeah. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm just gonna go here. We'll do a heal to start off, and then we're gonna go basically Zerg the first boss. If we kill him quickly, then it doesn't matter how long the second guy takes, honestly, so. Ooh. Big Unga Bunga energy, dudes. Nice. Excellent. Now we just need to get this guy out of the swamp. But yeah, you can't dodge that. I forgot. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, just rush him then. Ooh, look at this little pot. It's giving me protection from the rot kick. Easy peasy. We got the gold scarab. Normally I can swap that in for this fight, like as they're dying to get their increased runes, but as you can see, I have a lot of status effects I got, so I'm gonna focus on not dying first. Okay. There we go. Awesome. I think we're gonna go collect Golden Vow just so we have it, and maybe Order's Blade. And then we're going to go kill Remembrances, okay? Because at that point we have basically everything. I don't remember what Electrify Armament is right now, unfortunately, so that's out of the question. I'll look that up for day 2, but all the other buffs will be acquired by then. Frick yeah. I think at this point, I just spec into Vigor to 40. After Godric Rune, of course. And then Endurance to however much I can use my Iron sets. And then after that, it's like Vigor 50, Strength 80. I guess I have to do Faith 25 too for Golden Vow. There's basically a lot of directions I'm being pulled at the beginning. But it'll elucidate itself once we're at the end of the base game for sure. By then we'll have like all of our caps except Faith, so all good. Very nice, very nice. We will grab this in case we need to talk to Muriel again. How much endurance would I need, actually, to light roll, I wonder?
I am my opponent. Do you know how it came?
I do not know, Muriel.
By the matrimony, and so the oh, you are free. I would so if you find, unless in which case.
Yep. Thank you, thank you. Blessings boon. Wait, he doesn't sell. Wait, he doesn't sell Golden Vow. The frick? Oh, wait a minute. Golden Vow is... Yeah, it's in Mount Gelmir. Okay, I can get that right now, actually, technically. I know where it is. Sorry about that, boys. That's where Blessing's Boon is. We could use that, actually, because it does also stack with every other buff we have. But we're not going Heavy Mind in this run because the Ash of War is not that useful. So we don't have enough FP, honestly, to buff everything. We'd have to, like, flask multiple times, and it's kind of ugly and gross, so... Blessing's Boon gets the short end of the stick, but that's fine. It's just health regen. Yeah, it's over here, in this shack. There's an NPC invader we can fight as well. I mean... I guess we could fight her. It's Anastasia, but... Who cares about that garbage, right? Boom. Oh yeah, they dead zone when they're knocked down. It's funny. Easy peasy. This Golden Vow right here. It's right here on this corpse. You don't have to fight this NPC. You could just like alt F4 cheese. Actually, okay. I was like, where is she? Why is she not spawning? Perfectly timed. Very nice. Ooh, we got the second hit off. Nice, nice no damage. I am grateful to have a weapon that can actually deal with NPCs somewhat competently. That is very, very nice, I will admit. Okay. Can I actually equip all of the buffs right now? I might need some memory stones, actually. We get one from Doggo Speederino, though, so it's all good. The most important ones at the start, like at the very, very start, are Flame Grammy Strength and Order's Blade, because Golden Vow requires such a high faith of 25, so... Let's go grab some of our other talismans. We can grab the Ritual Sword, even though we can't use it for a while. We may as well just grab it right now. So you come over here. This is a demi-human without any ads, so it's gonna go about as well as you expect, honestly. Let's use Flame Grant Me Strength, too. Good physical buff, to be sure. Oh wow, I forgot, it's like she goes away super quick. Stun. Whoa! Kek Lamau hitbox there. Oh my gosh, she's being an annoying child. There we go. Swap the Gold Scarab. There we go. I forgot she has like the fastest recovery in the game on crits. That is hilarious. There's Ritual Sword. We'll be using that later. More damage at full HP. Not a really huge fan of that talisman, but it is min-max to use it for damage. What now? Let's go get Order's Blade, I think. We can just walk outside, I think. That'd be fastest. You can drop down right here. Super easy. There are a couple golden seeds to grab as well. I'll go the long way and grab the 2 golden seeds. And then I'll go get Order's Blade. Sorry, holy English malfunction. We'll go get Order's Blade. Talking about English right now, holy. The build is coming together though, very nicely. We might have enough time to actually kill Radon, too, today. I'm not too sure, though. Oh, actually, I think that Knight on the Hill has Electrify Armament. That might be it, boys. I'll go kill him, though. It's only like a minute journey from the tower, so... We'll go take care of that. Okay. Electrify Armament will be used instead of Order's Blade for those 80% Holy Resistant bosses, and that's basically it. Because you're not really incentivized to do, obviously, Order's Blade on those. It's the same scaling as Order's Blade, by the way, the exact same, 75% of your incantation. So, eating the flat damage mitigation would be better than 80% resistance in that case, I think. I haven't done the math, but I'm going to just go with that. Very nice. We're going to grab this Grace for later, because we need to advance Alexander's questline. extra flask. Very nice. Now for Order's Blade. So we go back to Tree Gazing Hill. Apologies. And we go this way. Down this oft-forgotten area. There's Lanciacs. We're not going to be fighting. Obviously, that's kind of suicidal to try and fight her right now. I mean, you could do it, but it's like really annoying. I find it amusing that in the last turn when I did Square Off and like breaks, I pretty much crit farmed. I still could not break an Ancient Dragon. That's how crazy their poise is, dude. Their poise regen. It's so wild. Oh, there's Sacred... Oh, that's Sacred Order, not Order's Blade. What am I doing? I mean, you could use Sacred Order ordinarily. Oh, yeah, Order's Blade is just from D. Yeah, that's right, that's right. My bad, boys. My bad. There's like 100 different holy buffs. It's just from D, who's right here. Kick.
I'm known as Heed, those who all the more. Unless you
Sacred Order is good, though, too. It also murders undead.
all the more. Those all the more.
Okay, come on. Stop talking, D. Let me talk to you so I can get your stuff.
Those all the more.
Do I have to, like, reset him? Like, completely? Wow. Okay. Good now?
Those all the more.
No, I don't know why he's not selling it. I could kill him later for it.
Count very well. It is set. I'll you, a house, can remember you.
I might have to go kill, like, a Remembrance boss. I don't actually know the specifics with D, but he does have the
All the more.
buff. Let's test that out right now, actually. We have more than enough to kill both these Remembrances. We could, like, go super try hard and get the other bell bearing now for plus 12, but, like, who cares, right? Plus 8 is good enough, for sure. For sure, for sure. So the only buff we can cast right now is Flame Grant Me Strength, which is fine, because both these fights are going to be over very quickly, so... doesn't matter too much, the really tiny duration. Now, with any Colossal Weapon, you're not really looking to no damage fights, you're just basically going to Unga Bunga cheese them. Wow, look at all those guys. Look at that. Yo, crazy! I had the freaking Gestapo on me there, dudes. That's wild. Okay. I should have actually used my Flask of Physic as well. Like, buffed it up. I'll do that after Margit's dead. For sure. Oh, we're gonna trade here, but that's okay. Maybe not. There we go. Annoying, he's gonna recess boys. So I could try to trade with him. Holy, dude. Just get hit, please. There we go. Ooh, ducked his hit. Frick yeah. Oh my goodness, the friggin' barely missing him kills me. It kills me, dudes. Okay. Yeah, we reset his boys too much, is why we didn't stance break him. But, very easy nonetheless. We get to use another talisman. We're going to use charge attacks for that. Let's see how much endurance we... Actually, no. Let's hold on our runes, actually. Yeah. We're going to hold on our runes until we get the Godric's rune going, because that'll better help us not overcap. Alrighty. We just got to run over to Godric and then murder him. Which should be very fun. He's just gonna fall over like a sack of potatoes, but He'll get a couple of cheeky hits in for sure, but there's basically no reality where he kills me in this run.
Well, but of course.
In fact, this ballista in front of the castle is much more dangerous than he is. No cap.
Open the gates.
I'm fat rolling. That's annoying. Hold on. Reset, reset. Putting on the one talisman made me fat roll, so boom, 1 endurance point. There you go. Foggers. Now we're not fat rolling. Kick. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. Foggers. We no-hit that. Very nice. Not gonna no-hit this lion, though, most likely. Oh, not Chud. Oh, you jumped that way. He threw. He threw. Okay, the way is mostly clear for Godric. Luckily the lion did not see us. He must have been back on his patrol. It is very hard to dodge these ballista here, so it's okay if you get hit. Well, that was straight up luck, not even skill, dude, so I'm not even gonna lie. Yep, undodgeable, because they desynced their attacks, that's fine. The Godslayer seal is in this castle, by the way, in case you want it. Like I said at the beginning, though, I'm going to skip it because I don't want to be upgrading like a million different things at once, so... I am trying to beat the game in a reasonable time frame. I'm actually going to save quit here, too, to just reset the birds, because they can be annoying, so I'm just going to reset them. There we go. Now we should be able to buff inside of Godric's room. Except for Flask of Azik, which we can just settle right now. Green spell, spiked, pretty good early game stuff, of course. Use that first. We get rid of the Scarlet Boluses. There we go. The Golden Vow first, then Flame Grab Me Shrink, because the length of Golden Vow is longer. There we go. What tag are you gonna start with, dude? Okay, the worst one, Boggers. Good stagger. Big damage, holy. We're gonna no damage this shot? Might. Might actually no damage them. Interesting. Wow. That's kind of surprising. I'm not gonna lie, dudes. Switching Gold Scarab and bada bing, bada boom, boys.
Bathed in rays of gold.
That is one Remembrance boss down. Easy peasy. We gotta cash in his Great Rune, though. I guess we'll grab the Grace for funsies, but we don't really need it here. His Great Rune is absolutely fantastic for early game. +5 all stats is no joke. It's even better if you choose a weapon that scales off like 3 or even 4 stats at once. Very, very strong if you do that. Obviously, the intelligence is going to be nice to meet the minimum requirement for your Order's Blade. Faith is going to be good. Strength is going to be good. Vigor, mind, endurance, all those are good. The only stats that are not good are dexterity and... what was the other one? Arcane. Yeah. He attacked. This one will attack soon. Augers. You can dodge roll this arrow if you're a Giga Chat, but there's basically no visual tell, so good luck with that garbage. Yeah, it might be actually really hard for me to move off of Godric's Rune. We might be sticking to Godric's Great Rune for the entire game, boys. We might actually be sticking to it. I can pay for another Rune Arc, but I can also get one for free by waiting and killing Magnus. I kind of want to just pay, though, and get the Rune Arc so I don't forget. So, I think we'll go ahead and do that. May not be min-max, but that's okay. Okie doke. I don't know why there's like a grace up here, because you just come here once and then basically never. Unless you're sightseeing, I guess. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Boom. There we go. Godric's Great Rune. I'm going to activate that. I guess we should, to be safe though, overcap our endurance still, because there are NPC fights where we do not have Great Rune active, and then we could suddenly be fat rolling. So to prevent that, it's probably better to just still overcap endurance. Yeah. I don't want to be caught with my pants down, so let's go ahead and do that. We gotta do some calculations though, boys, so sit tight. So the way you do this is there's no buffs, no temporary buffs of any kind on you. Even Radagons, honestly. Equip the armor and weapons you want. I'm gonna leave some wiggle room because I don't have the Erdtree seal yet, but we can put Rickety Shield. Actually, Rickety Shield would be a good, like, replacement, basically. Replacement option. Iron Helmet, Scale Armor. We have our full set on. You see we have Heavy Load. Our Equip Load's 43.7. I'm going to round up to 45, divide it by 0.7, which is the threshold for fat rolling. And we have 64.28. Round that up again for safety, 65. So we need our max Equip Load to be 65 or higher, and then we can safely medium roll with like any combination of gear. That's actually really far. Holy, that is really, really far, boys. I did not realize how far away that is. You know what, YOLO, dudes, we're still gonna go for it. Yeah. Although we might prioritize Vigor a bit more first, like after we get Godric's Rune going, but let's see what it is with Godric's Rune. Go to Great Runes, Godric's Great Rune, Poggers. Verify it's on, yep. And Rune Arc. Now with the Great Rune on, our Endurance allows us to equip 65, so it's enough. That basically means we only need... For NPC fights, we either need Soar Seal on, or just get 5 points in Endurance. I'm going to elect 5 points in Endurance when that time comes, but you can do whichever you desire. Again, during most NPC invasion type fights, like Magnus, which we're going to do in a bit, the NPC fight at the end of the game in the DLC, those disable your Great Rune, which means that +5 all stats goes away. And that can be catastrophic for endurance because you could suddenly be fat rolling. And you won't know unless you're like you have experience or you do your first roll and you see it's a fat roll. So we're gonna circumvent that garbage. I'll tell you that much. I'm just gonna overcap endurance in the short term in preparation for that. However, I do want my vigor to be 40 before we fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel, because that dude can kill you very quickly if you're unlucky. So definitely don't want to chance anything with him. So the next fight is the Speedy Doggerino, the Red Wolf. Charge attack build, not going to be so great for him because he's just too spastic. He's just going to get out of your attacks a lot. I am going to try still, though. It's going to be an ugly boxing match where we're going to be hitting each other over and over again. Definitely not a no damage or anything like that, but we should be able to get through. Holy, that freaking grab. That is a crazy command grab that dude did. That dude grabbed me from freaking across the map in Call of Duty. Like, holy. Oh, bad RNG in the lift as well. Instead of dealing with RNG on the dogs, just save quit. If the lift just barely leaves as you are coming in, just save quit. It'll reset the enemies for you. Super, super easy. I could overcap intelligence too for the NPC fights, but honestly, Order's Blade is not that important for those NPC fights because you're going to be spamming the Asher War anyways. And the damage doesn't really help with that. It might help like the initial melee hits, but not the explosion or the projectiles, so it's a big who asked, honestly. I think we'll keep intelligence at 8. Rely on Godric's Rune to get us to the 13 that's required, and then for NPC fights, we just won't be able to use Order's Blade, which is like a who asked, like who cares, honestly. These guys can sometimes walk up to you, so I'm just gonna save quit to avoid that. I'm gonna buff up like crazy and try to kill this chud. It's gonna be really ugly though, because very, very spastic doggo. So we're gonna get hit a bunch, but that's fine. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. No charge attack. Dang. Actually behaved for the most part. Wow. That's surprising. Not a single jump away. Frick yeah, dudes. We also get another spell slot, so that's awesome. I forget, does Golden Vow take up 2 or not? Let's see. No, it's just 1? Yeah. So I think we can actually equip all of them eventually. We're going to be kicking heal out because it's kind of a newbie way to play, obviously, but until we get Order's Blade up and running, it's fair game, boys. It's fair game. Grab the golden seed there. Very nice. Next up is Renala, which is not going to pose a threat whatsoever. Might hit me a couple times, but that's it. Not really a threat with a big Unga Bunga stick that deals physical holy The only time she ever becomes annoying is magic, because she is 80% magic resistant. That does not apply here, though, dudes. Does not apply here. This Karian Knight can be annoying, but you can skip the fight. It's gonna run at you, that's fine. Just come here, come around this corner, save quit. You'll spawn behind him, de-aggroed, you're good to go. You can also bait him down the elevator shaft, but that's a little bit harder. We take the path of least resistance here, so boom, easy peasy. Let's see what our Scholar RNG is. In the last run, it was kind of bad, but here it might be better. We also cannot really pre-buff. We can pre-buff the Flask of Physique, but our other buffs are going to be kind of pointless. So I might be able to get a Golden Vow off, but probably not. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Alright, good RNG. That's what's up. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think we have to double cycle her, which is fine because we get our buffs up, if that's the case. Yeah, we're gonna have double cycle. That means you get Golden Vow off though, which is pretty cool. Where is the other one? Oh, it's all the way across. Okay. Do 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 do. One more. Ow. Holy, we're getting RNG cheese like crazy. We got womboed by the objects in the room. That's how bad my luck is, KW. Actually, hold on, let's do this. Eat some mitts here. Cling. There we go. We got our Golden Vow off. I don't think we can get Flame Grammy Strength. Yeah, way too fast. But that's fine. Rush at her here. And get behind. Very cool. Immediate phase 2. I'm just gonna eat the hit here from the summons. Oh, she didn't even do it. Oh, there we go. Okay. What summon did we get? We got friggin' Bloodhound Knight. Cool. Boggers. Yeah, we had the wrong talisman on Keck. Still popping off though, as you can see. Very nice. That is 2 remembrances down. Easy peasy. At this point, we can go talk to Var to start his quest line. And then get, I guess, first to get our other talisman slot unlocked, then talk to him. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we can talk to D now as well. I know you can eventually talk to him. I don't remember when, but eventually we will get Order's Blade, if not now. So let's see.
All the more. Those who live in death, all the more.
Okay. He's still not letting me get Order's Blade. That's okay. We can get it later if necessary. I don't remember if we have to burn the ceiling tree or not. That's pretty far away, though. But that's okay. I could survive off Golden Vow and Flame Grammy Strength for more than enough time. Let's talk to Var now and get his quest line going, which requires us to go here. After that, we're going to kill Magnus and begin our collectathon for the other stuff. We're making really good time today, though. For sure. Once Altus Plateau is done with the collectathon stuff, that is most of the collectathon completely finished. About 90% of collectibles after that are on the way, okay? Like on the way to Fire Giant, on the way to Millennia, stuff like that. There's very few that require you to do this circuitous collectathon stuff.
My doubt. The words are truly.
It's just the beginning zones up to Altus Plateau, basically.
Give it a try, and if it
There we go. We can go kill Magnus now. Although I do want to level up my Vigor a bit more before I attempt that. Let's see. Let's go over here. Magnus hits hard, so definitely want a lot of Vigor. Also, it's going to be hard to hit him with the melee part of the Asher War, because he likes to stand back and spam, like, incantations. So I definitely want to get some extra Vigor. Remember, we're not going to have Godric's Rune on during the fight. So we're going to need to stick to Radagon's Sword Seal, Axe Talisman, Ritual Sword. And furthermore, we're going to have some FP flasks this time around. I guess 3 would be okay. So we can just pump him full of projectiles and blast him. You know what would actually be smart? Before fighting him, going to go grab the other bell bearing. So let me go ahead and do that first, boys. So I don't have like a death sentence on me or something. Let me grab the other bell bearing, which is very easy, so. Maybe we should do the collectathon portion first, as a matter of fact, because there's a mausoleum to grab at the late part, which will give me runes to upgrade my weapon further, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the collectathon right now for Altus Plateau. Remember that the Asher War scales not just off of your faith, but also off of your weapon upgrade level, so definitely want to do that. Okie doke. We can probably kill the tree spirit here as well, safely. Oh, he screwed off. We'll take this tree spirit safely and slowly. It won't be that hard, and we're not in danger of getting one shot or anything, but they do have some unexpected combos at times, boys. And if you're stuck, like, charging up a charge attack when that happens, you will get cooked. Your goose will be certifiably cooked, so no reason to rush. I shouldn't have used Flame Granby Strength right there, honestly, because he immediately explodes. I was just going to waste a lot of time. Okay, come here, get a hit in. He's just going to explode immediately. Unlike most. Ooh, a foot soldier cap. That's kind of cool. There we go. Doing that, okay. If he breathes fire here, we might be able to stagger him. Oh, he is, okay. Boom, GG. I think he's going to explode immediately out of this. I'm just going to walk away, let him do an attack. He might not, though. He did not, okay. He did head slam instead. There we go. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice jump. Exploding again? Okay. That's kind of crazy. Definitely being a bit weird. It's fine. Okay. I think we could stagger him here. Oh, unless we miss. We're really good at that. GG, no damage. Switch to gold scarab quick. There we go. Free golden seed. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is this a smithing stone up here, by the way? I don't remember. No, it's holy grease. I could use holy grease, I guess, until we get Order's Blade. Kick. It's basically the same idea, so sure, why not? We'll use holy grease on remembrance bosses. Because there's a limited quantity, I don't want to, like, craft a million, so... Boom. There we go. Normally I don't use greases, but it's literally just a worse version of Order's Blade, which we're going to be using anyway, so... It's not like it's an unfair advantage or anything. Screw it. Screw it, boys. It is much weaker than Order's Blade, though. Like, much, much weaker. If your seal is even average item level. Boom, sealed tunnel. Don't need to worry about that garbage. Smithing stone, bell bearing 2. Very, very nice. Like I pre-fired like crazy to hit me. I'm saving my runes now because I want to prioritize upgrades on the weapon if necessary. Alright, let's continue on the outer path. There's an outer and inner path, so I'll just do the outer one right now. Why not? Will we have enough time today, actually, to kill Radon? I don't know. I do not know, boys. I can obviously fight him whenever, but I want to finish the collecting first. I'll prioritize that. Boom, double golden seed there. A lot of golden seeds in all this plateau, obviously. Makes sense lore-wise, right? There's Margit over there. He's in disguise. Don't need to fight him, though. I mean, we could if we really wanted to. It's just a big who asked, basically. Okay. The next big area is over here. Can we actually just drop down here? I don't remember. Yeah, I think so. There's a mausoleum and a sacred tier to grab, so definitely worthwhile for sure. You can also cheese kill the Black Knife Assassin boss there if you really want to. I'm not really going to bother with that this run, but free runes if you do that, for sure. Boom, boom, boom. Grab all the runes here. There's actually 2 mausoleums. There's one later on, too. Like in a minute from now. These will all go towards upgrades, and then beyond that, getting our endurance up to non-fat roll standards. Very, very nice. Wait a minute. Is this right? I'm going the wrong way. I think I am, boys. But you can just go up here, too. It's kind of irrelevant. That's where Landsax is. Okay, yeah. We don't need to fight Landsack, so we're not going to. The other mausoleum's over here. Mausoleum there, great grave site here, church over there. A lot of stuff to do, boys. A lot of stuff to do. Very nice. Good. Sacred Tier, excellent. That is the upper half done. That's probably good enough to kill Magnus, I think. So let's just go ahead and kill Magnus now and then continue the rest later. So in order to do that, let's use our golden seeds there, our sacred tears, poggers. Back to round table hold because we don't have EG yet. We're going to upgrade our weapon to plus 12, boys. Exciting. Assuming we have enough runes, which I think we will. We don't have a lot of smithing stone 4s though, so it might be giga expensive. We could use remembrances for runes too, but I just typically don't like to do that. By all means, though, go ahead if you need to. So we need 6 of these. And we need full 12 of these. Well, maybe. Will we have enough to upgrade? I wonder. I think so, but maybe not.
Those are the challenge find them well.
Excellent. So, strength and armament, great club. There we go. Great club plus 12, boys. Easy peasy. So now with that, we should definitely be able to kill Magnus without much issue. Bridge of Iniquity. I could Holy Grease for him, but really, it doesn't really matter too much. I'll try to spam the skill on him, but I'm gonna have to be a little strategic with it and like dodge some of his incantations, I think. Ugh, whoops. Alright, here it is. Also, it goes without saying, but you really can't pre-buff that much. You can do Golden Vow, but that's about it, so. Okay, Magnus the Beast Claw. Here we go. Flask of Physique first. Let's see what he does at the start here. Yeah, see, that's like the worst case. You can just hyper armor through it, but it's not worth that mostly. I think I could hit him through the wall with the explosion. That's like giga cheesy, so. I don't think he can Lion's Claw me though. With his seal out. Very nice. Ooh, he rolled into that. GG. But maybe he can. That's kind of crazy, dudes. He's trying to quick attack me. I have too much HP for that, friendo. Boom. Easy peasy. There's our free rune arc. I guess we could use that in case we die. Which hopefully doesn't happen, but... Fire Giant is a wild card, boys. Crazy stuff happens all the time on Fire Giant. Okay, with Magnus dead, we can go back to White Mass, but first we're going to complete our collectathon here. So in order to do that, we go northeast. We got 2 golden seeds to collect, and that is it, I think. After that, we're gonna go to Volcano Manor to grab the Ur-Tree seal, and then we might be able to fit in, like, Radon and Ronnie at the end today. Maybe. Maybe, boys. So over here is a golden seed. All the way down here. Very nice. Okay. The last one's kind of hard to get. It's in the middle of a bunch of catapults, or I guess they're trebuchets. So you gotta be real careful to not die. It's hard to see when they're firing, too, because of the trees in the way. There we go. Gotta be real careful, boys. Gotta be real careful. Excellent. I don't think they count as combat, but I think an archer saw me, so I gotta ride around a bit. We could technically fight Moog right now, as well. If we really want to try hard, but I'll just save him for day 2. Whatever. That does mean I won't have the 2-handed sword talisman for day 2, which kind of sucks, but... I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should kill Moog today, honestly. Mayhaps. For the plus 12 weapon, though, and this much vigor, yeah, I think we should just wait. We'll just hold that L with the 2-handed sword talisman and just not have it for day 2. We will have it for day 3, though, obviously. We'll probably kill Radon instead. We're gonna kill Loretta first, then Radon, then we're probably gonna end it today. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking today, boys.
I'm glad you have a. I wish to
A knight to serve Luminary Moog.
now.
Now for the shawl here, because we kept Irina alive, it's very easy. You just go over there and kill her. Boom. Not the nicest thing to do, but viable. Viable for sure, boys. Ooh, she got one shot. Frick yeah. Back to White Mask now. I wish there was a grace like right on him. Maybe there is and I just don't know and I'm an idiot, but I'm pretty sure you have to walk every time. All 3 times. Frick yeah. Okie doke.
And with this, a knight.
Now his quest line is going to be done after I give him my finger. Let's give you guys a good shot of that. Boom. Easy peasy.
Oh, good heavens. Clench
Clench your teeth or something. I hope White Mask is in the movie. That'd be funny. He'd probably be like the Joker or something. He's a freaking freak. There we go. We can go to Moog whenever we want. Ill-advised to fight him now, though it is possible. I'm just not going to. Let's see if D has softened up and lets me finally pick up Order's Blade. I don't know why he's not talking to me, to be honest. I'm not an expert in his quest line, but... Nope. Okay. We might have to kill a Mariner, actually, to get him to chill out. So we can go kill the first one, I guess. I mean, that's fine. It's just right to the west here. I do want to use Order's Blade for Radahn, at least, so... That would be mighty nice, boys. That would be mighty nice. I guess we'll fight Loretta the normal way, too. We won't glitch her. Although, I would like to. It is technically slower to do that. Because you have to run over to the side. I mean, I don't know. Speed or laziness? That is a tough choice, dudes. Maybe laziness is the way to go. Ooh, we got the frame hit on. Augers. Oof. Big hit. Of course she quick attacked. Kick. Super fun. There's the first death route. Now he should be pleased. He'll tell us to go to Garank, which we already know where that is. But more importantly, he should sell us the stuff that we want. There we go. Yes. Let's go. I mean, he doesn't actually teleport us there, but... Now we should definitely be able to buy from him. Do we have to actually go to Garank? Okay. Alright, D. Fair enough. Always intent on wasting my time, huh, D? Maybe we'll save Loretta for next time. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll kill Radahn first, and then whoever wants to leave can leave, or click off the video. We'll go kill Loretta in like the last minutes of the VOD. That's fine. This guy aggro. He's not supposed to aggro. It's a little bit weird. We could kill him though. Honestly, if we want runes. I'm just not gonna mess with him though for now. I mean, it is tempting, honestly, to kill him for runes. We don't need a million runes right now, though, so we can just come back with a plus 18 weapon later if we really want to. Why make it harder on us? I've already killed him. Just look at my all bosses run if you want to see me kill him with like a really low weapon. I have already done so. Do I have to hand over the death route? Let's see. Now I'm just sciencing. Because I've met Garank, technically, so he should be like, no, you gotta go meet Garank. Nope, I've already met him. There we go. There we go. Finally, there's Order's Blade, boys. Finally. We can actually use that immediately, I think, because we can invest in that one endpoint we're missing. Let's go fight Radahn right now, though. We did air skip last time, right? Or was it the time before? We're not going to do that this time, though, for sure. Not in a new game run, boys. Not in a new game run. Oh, maybe we can't use Golden Order. Or Sacred Order, sorry. Or I guess Order's Blade. Sorry, all of the freaking Order spells mashed together in my mind. Okay. I do want to kill Radahn with that, so I guess we'll fight Loretta first and just get those runes from her. Fine by me. If we go a little bit over 3 hours, that's a-okay. If I really care, I can just add out my bathroom break, but do I really care that much? No. Not really. Not really, boys. Holy cow, they all quick attacked me. Keck. Bad RNG. Okay. That's a little bit weird. All we gotta do is run through this zone here. Very simple. Don't need to grab any of these graces. We need to grab the one after this, though, for safety. I think I will glitch her, and I'll use the excuse that it is a teaching moment to show you guys how to do it. Even though in actuality it's just laziness on my part. I don't feel bad, though, because we literally fight her harder form later. And that form you cannot cheese like that, so... we don't, like, lose anything by doing this, basically. That's always my justification. Okie doke. Let's get rid of the rickety shield, by the way. That's just weighing us down a little bit. The wolf saw us that quickly. It's kind of crazy. It's weird that these wolves don't really appear anywhere. Besides, like, the mounted versions later on. The standalone wolves, like, that look like that only appear here, I'm pretty sure. Kind of cool. Cool little trivia there. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but that's definitely what it seems like. Excellent. So in case you don't know, the way you can glitch, kill, and easily murder Ghost Loretta here. Spawn her in by touching this water. Come over here. Go to the back wall here on the side. Go to the middle. Save, quit, okay? I might went a little too far, actually, but I think we're fine. For some reason, this does not warp you out of the arena. This is on latest patch, by the way, so this still works. Unless I mess it up here. Let's see. We did not. So we spawn inside the arena, and she is de-aggroed, so... super, super easy. She will not respond to any aggression at all. She will get staggered still, but she won't, like, aggro or anything. And boom, she's dead. Unethical as frick, I know, but min-max, boys. Min-max. Let's go talk to Ronnie so we can immediately enter the crater and do all that stuff next time. Okie doke. After this, we'll go kill Radon and call it quits for today, boys. Good stream. Good stream overall. We just need to level up int 1 time to use Order's Blade, and we will be using that on Radahn. Although Radahn, funnily enough, is the worst boss out of all the Remembrances for that, because you have to run up to him. But we'll still use it as a pre-buff. Just to say we did, boys. Just to say we did.
I am the wit that I might well. I soured, but I require
Good. So we gotta talk to all the super friends here.
All the pleasure, and I'm told that I will keep.
Talk to Blythe.
Name's Blythe. Glad to have you. Well, I'm situated in the Eternals. I'm planning to go see if I can.
Talk to our boy here,
I don't
Salubis.
I ask. I reside in...
Sit down, put on Order's Blade, and we have all of our pre-buffs. Boggers. Level up intelligence 1 time. Now I have enough with the rune. Let's go murderate Radussi, boys. I guess I'll pre-buff Golden Vow too for the lulz, but it really doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Because of the very long time it takes to get to him physically. Okay, at least the fight itself won't be too long. He does hyper aggro though, and he's kind of annoying when he hyper aggros because he just fidgets around everywhere, so it might be hard to hit him. Hopefully we just don't get a hyper aggro quickly. He's not particularly dangerous when he's hyper aggro, it's just really annoying because he just fidgets around a bunch. Last run, I hyper aggroed him immediately at the start of phase 2. Or not even phase 2, phase 1.5 even. It was super, super annoying, actually. Oh, yeah, we can't use Golden Vow, right? We can use the Ash of War variant, though. Kick. Can we even pre-buff? Actually? I think we can pre-buff on the beach, right? I hope. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, good. We can physique when we get closer, at least. So do that. Order's Blade, even though it's, like, very, very silly to do that here. Okay. I think we get hit here, but that's fine. RNG? Yeah, we got hit. You can't really dodge that consistently. It's kind of like the dumbest thing about this fight. Flask of Bazik. There we go. Oh, he's hyperag already. That is a shame, dude. He doesn't do that combo there unless he's hyper aggro. Alright. Long fight incoming. Fair enough. Yeah, he's definitely hyper aggro. I don't know why sometimes he like insta hyper aggros for me. It's a little bit weird. Ooh, good stagger though. We cannot get air skip here, but we're gonna wombo him like crazy. Screw it. There we go. You know what? For funsies, I'll put on Order's Blade again. Why not? There we go. Definitely don't want to do that though, because you can like get real close to him. But actually, no, he's giving us an opening here, anyways. That's what's up. What a homie Radon is. Holy. Boom, 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 boom. Good RNG. Boom, boom. Do your long one here. Yes, GG it is. Flawless phase 2. Kind of an okay phase 1, but really easy phase 2. Poggers, dudes. And with that, that is 3 remembrances, and that is going to be it for today, boys. All we gotta do here is talk to Alexander, level up, and then we're good to go. I'm going to prioritize Vigor to 35 before Godric's Rune, so I have 40 with it, which is the first soft cap. Then we're going to deal with the endurance problem, and then after that, it's either strength or more vigor. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go vigor, because I don't like dying. Kick. Boom. Easy peasy. And that is it, boys. Let's talk to homie Alexander. We could like go talk to him immediately in the magma area too. I'll do that while I'm outroing though. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's good to be back. I did get a lot of progress done on the Dark Souls 2 video, so that should actually, if everything goes right, it should release next Friday, which is very exciting. I'm eager to move on, boys. I'm eager to move on, especially from Dark Souls 2. It has a nice little meta meaning for me, dudes. Kick. After that, we'll be doing a Dark Souls 3 run on the main channel. As for stream, though, we'll continue this run, probably. I don't know if we'll be going tomorrow, honestly, but Sunday, I would think. I would think Sunday, for sure. And then finish up on Monday, maybe, for Memorial Day. I don't know. We'll see. I might instead do Saturday. I don't know. I will say, however, that once I beat, or once I upload the video, like I want to, let's wait for this guy to be done spazzing out. I will start uploading my stream schedule to the main channel in the live tab, and I'll put it in the stream description as well. So that'll be it. Very exciting, boys. Gotta be careful. This Mamworm is deceptively quick. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. It's funny, like, talking to Alexander with this guy right next to me. There we go. Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bud. Okay. GG. So I will be coming back. Yeah, I think I'll take tomorrow off to get the video ironed out some more, and then Sunday, Monday, we'll finish this run back to back, I think. Thank you, Memorial Day weekend. And then we'll move forward from there. Also, Baldur's Gate 2 will be not next week, but the week after. Very excited for BG2. BG2 is going to be very fun. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you next time on Sunday. Peace.